A man called TB yesterday commented on one of my posts yesterday saying, "Playing with shells is nice, but you're severely disadvantaging your children academically, physically and socially." So well, TB, apparently we need to unpack our little trip to the beach. Because while it may have looked like we were just playing with shells, this is actually what we learned. Marine biology. We found a sea urchin, not technically a shell, and talked about echinoderms, their calcium carbonate skeletons, and how sea urchins live and their role within the marine ecosystem. Ecology. We watched marine worms burrowing into the wet sand and talked about bioturbation. That's how burrowing organisms disturb and mix sediment, help oxygenate, recycle nutrients and organic material, and form part of the coastal food web. Astronomy and physics. We talked about why the tide was out. The moon's gravitational pull produces tidal forces because its gravitational effect is slightly different across each different parts of the Earth. Physics. We talked about wave energy, wavelength and frequency, and how the wind generates waves and what happens to waves as they move into shallower water, approaching the shore. Earth science. We talked about erosion, deposition, grain size, sediment sorting, coastal landforms. What about meteorology? We observed wind direction and weather conditions, and we discussed how wind transfers kinetic energy to the ocean's surface through friction, generating waves. Geography. We identified our relative location to Melbourne and examined our position along Victoria's coastline. Human biology. We talked about how UVB exposure to our skin contributes to vitamin D synthesis. We talked about how visible daylight enters our eyes detected by specialist cells in the retina and sends signals to the brain's biological clock. And they also got their daily exercise. And it doesn't stop there. Everything we learned on that outing can now be taken back to home and used to produce projects and written exercises across multiple academic areas. Literacy, research, reading, comprehension, persuasive writing. Mathematics, we've got coordinates, measurement, estimation, and data collection. Geography, latitude and longitude, mapping, compass directions, and coastal landforms. Typical science, marine ecosystems, food webs, energy transfer, and erosion. Oh, I think I forgot one. Digital literacy, finding reliable sources, digital mapping, interpreting tide and weather data, and presenting findings. Critical thinking, asking questions, forming hypotheses, evaluating evidence, and drawing conclusions. And somewhere in between all of that, I've also just finished developing a comprehensive, flexible homeschool education platform designed with neurodivergent learners in mind, combining structured academics with the flexibility for children to learn in ways that actually work for them. So what would I know? Homeschool platform, waiting list, link in bio.